12 News Eye on Agriculture with Britton Rucker.
Lawmakers on recess until next month will explain why that's bad news for Kansas farmers. Plus, get ready for the ultimate ag showdown in Kansas. The 2024 4-H livestock sweepstakes hit the K-State campuses coming a week. Details just ahead. Good evening and welcome into Eye on Agriculture. I'm Britton Rucker. The deadline for Congress to pass a new farm bill just over a month away, and a plan for Kansas farmers seemingly nowhere in sight. Lawmakers are on recess until September, limiting their time to get a new farm bill passed. A new analysis shows the House proposed version is nearly $33 billion over budget. Now time is running out for lawmakers to come up with a new bill that ensures everyone has access to safe and affordable food. The Biden administration awards more than $2 billion in direct payments to minority farmers discriminated against by the U.S. Department of Agriculture. The payments go out to more than 23,000 farmers and range anywhere from $10,000 to $500,000, according to the USDA. The department has a long history of refusing to process loans from minority farmers in comparison to white farmers. The CDC announces a $5 million initiative to offer seasonal flu vaccines to farm workers at risk for co-infection of bird flu. The seasonal flu vaccine does not provide protection against bird flu, but this is an effort to prevent a new supercharged flu virus. If two different strains of flu infect someone, there is a risk they could possibly mix to create a completely new virus from traits from each one. The latest bird flu outbreak has impacted millions of animals, including some cows here in Kansas. Corn is a popular and important crop here in Kansas, but did you know it can impact the weather locally? Storm Team 12 meteorologist Halen Wilhite explains the science behind corn sweat.
Corn sweat, yeah, it's a thing. You know, as we get into the growing season, corn continues to grow. It takes water from the soil, and that water gets back into the leaves of that corn, and it's released in a process called evapotranspiration. That water is released back into the air, but it gets picked up by the wind, and when it gets picked up by the wind and moves back into the atmosphere, especially those lower levels, you can get to see those dew points and those humidity levels really begin to increase. Sometimes anywhere from 5 to 10 degrees increase of those dew points. And of course, with those dew points and hotter temperatures, you can get some really high heat indices, sometimes in pretty rural areas. And typically this is a common occurrence, especially in areas of Iowa, Nebraska, and even in here in Kansas can see some of the effects of corn sweat across the region. And 1 acre of corn, at least that corn sweat can sweat about 3,000 to 4,000 gallons of water every single day. That is an incredible amount of water going back into the atmosphere, and just for such a small plot of land. And again, try to put that in a bigger picture. That's a lot of water going back into the atmosphere, and of course a lot of humidity too increasing in these areas as well. So something interesting to be keeping an eye out for. We'll send it back to you.
Thank you, Halen. Still to come, Fact Finder takes you west to hear from Kansas farmers who say they're ready to fight to keep their land. That's when Eye on Agriculture continues.